Hello everyone, myself Dr. Shweta Dhaneja and today's my topic is on gram staining. Gram stain is an example of differential staining. Gram stain was originally developed by Hans Christian Gram in 1884 as a method of staining bacteria in the tissue. Gram positive bacteria stain purple while gram negative bacteria stain pink because of difference in the structure of their cell wall. First of all, we have to make a smear. Smear is a distribution of bacterial cell on a slide for a purpose of examining them under the microscope. Method for making the smear. Aseptically, a small sample of culture is sprayed over a slide surface, then allow it to dry. Next step is heat fixation, which helps the cell to attach to the slide surface. The smear is now ready for staining. Before staining, we have to fix the smear. There are two methods of fixation. First is heat fixation and second is chemical fixation. Heat fixation. It is done for bacterial smear. Pass the air dry smear through a flame for 2 to 3 times. Do not overheat the slide and allow the slide to cool before staining. Second is chemical fixation. It can be done by using ethanol, acetic acid, mercury chloride, formaldehyde, methanol and glutaraldehyde. They are used to protect the fine internal structure of the cell. This is useful for examination of blood smear. Principle of gram staining. Gram stain procedure help to differentiate gram positive and gram negative bacteria. Gram reaction is depend on permeability of bacterial cell wall and cytoplasmic membrane to diiodine complex. In gram positive bacteria, due to thick peptidoglycan layer with interwoven teichoic acid, purple color is retained. Crystal violet diiodine complex formed which large in size so precipitate within the cell. Decolorizer cause dehydration of peptidoglycan cell wall which lead to decrease the space between the molecule, causing the cell wall to trap the diiodine complex within the cell. Also, gram positive bacteria have more acidic protoplasm, hence bind the basic dye more strongly. In other hand, gram negative bacteria have a thin peptidoglycan layer with outer membrane composed of phospholipid, lipopolysaccharide, lipoprotein and other protein. Decolorizer dissolve outer lipopolysaccharide membrane and damage the cytoplasmic membrane. So diiodine complex is not retained. Bacteria take the color of counter stain. In gram positive bacteria, there is a thick layer of peptidoglycan. In other hand, gram negative have a thin layer of peptidoglycan which surrounded by outer membrane lipoprotein. When we decolorize the smear, it damages the outer membrane lipoprotein. So, diiodine complex do not retain within the cell. Here is the procedure. After fixation by heat or ethanol, apply methyl violet for 1 minute. Methyl violet acts as a primary stain. After 1 minute, wash the smear with a water. Apply gram iodine for 1 minute. It acts as a mordant. Wash the slide with a water. Then decolorize the smear for 10 to 30 seconds. Then wash the slide with a water. Apply carbol fusil for 30 to 60 seconds. Wash the slide and allow to dry. Then observe under the microscope. Gram positive appear purple while gram negative appear red in color. In first, when we apply methyl violet, all gram positive and gram negative bacteria appear purple in color. When we apply iodine, gram iodine complex formed. In third, when we decolorize the smear, the gram positive bacteria appear purple while gram negative lose the diiodine complex. And when we apply carbol fusil as a counter stain, gram negative bacteria retain the stain, so appear pink in color. Here is a microscopic appearance of gram positive cocci. First is a gram positive cocci in cluster. In second, gram positive cocci appear in chain. Here is the bacilli. First is a gram negative bacilli and second one is a gram positive bacilli. First one is a yeast cell and second one is a epithelial cell and pus cell. Here is the microscopic appearance of gram positive bacteria and gram negative bacteria. Result. Gram positive bacteria due to thick peptidoglycan layer stain purple while gram negative bacteria due to thin peptidoglycan layer with high lipid content stain red in color. Reporting gram smear. It is helpful to count the number of bacteria. many, moderate, few, or scanty. Gram reaction of the bacteria, gram positive or gram negative. Morphology of the bacteria, cocci, bacilli or coccobacilli. Presence and number of pus cell, presence of yeast cell and epithelial cell. Limitation of gram stain. Mycobacteria stain weakly with gram stain, and bacteria such as Mycoplasma, Rickettsia, Chlamydia do not take up the dye used in gram stain or too small to see under the light microscope. They require special stain to examine under the microscope. Here is the modification of gram stain. First one is a Koploff and Biermann modification. In this, the methyl violet act as a primary stain, acetone or acetone alcohol mixture as a decolorizer, basic fusin as a counter stain. Second one is Jensen modification. Here methyl violet act as a primary stain, alcohol act as a decolorizer and neutral red act as a counter stain. Third is a Preston and Morrell modification. Crystal violet act as a primary stain, iodine acetone complex act as a decolorizer and carbol fusil act as a counter stain. Fourth and last one is Weigert modification. In this, Jensen violet act as a primary stain, aniline xylol act as a decolorizer and a carmalium act as a counter stain. Use of gram stain. It is helpful in urine specimen to identify the bacteriuria, in stool specimen for Candida and Clostridium difficile, in sputum specimen for Streptococcus pneumoniae, in pus specimen for the Staphylococcus aureus, in abscess, Streptococcus species in exudate, gram-negative rod in pus for CSOM and post-operative wound infection. Thank you. I hope all of you enjoy the lecture. Thank you.